The 2024 UEFA Europa League final will be held at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin, Ireland, operating under the name Dublin Arena due to UEFA's rules around sponsorship. The Aviva isn't the largest stadium in the whole of Ireland, but is seen as its national stadium, hosting games for both the Republic of Ireland national football team and the Ireland national rugby team. United Rugby Championship side Leinster in turn use the stadium for games where their own RDS arena just isn't deemed big enough for demand. The Aviva Stadium has an alternative, more traditional name, Lansdowne Road. This is a reference not only to the road that passes by to the south, but also to the former ground the stadium now sits in place of. The Lansdowne Road Stadium dated back to the early 1870s, being brought into use to provide a home for a rugby union team called Lansdowne Football Club. Rugby was the primary sport at the old ground for a long time, hosting its first interprovincial fixture in 1876 when Leinster faced Ulster. The Ireland national team played the first fixture against England at Lansdowne Road in 1878, and the Ireland football team first played here against England on St Patrick's Day in 1900. The Lansdowne Road Stadium would be in use for more than 130 years, officially closing on the 31st of December 2006 after a rugby match between Leinster and Ulster where some 48,000 were in attendance. Demolition of the old stadium began in May 2007, planned to be replaced by a new all-seater modern stadium at a cost of around €365 million. It wasn't the original plan. There had been two separate proposed ideas for a new national stadium that both fell through. Arkham Park had been a proposed new football stadium with around 45,000 capacity, but this was deemed an unrealistic plan and was abandoned in January 2001 following projected costs. An alternative plan, Stadium Ireland, would have held 75,000, but was likewise an abandoned project in 2002 due to spiralling costs and decreasing support. The decision was made to rebuild the Lansdowne Road Stadium site, with construction work eventually beginning in May 2007 and taking 36 months to complete. Ireland's largest stadium, the GAA headquarters of Croke Park, would host international football and rugby matches during this construction period. Aviva Group Ireland had signed an initial 10-year name rights deal by the time the Aviva Stadium was complete. Official opening came on the 14th of May 2010. The Aviva Stadium is a glass bowl, recognisable through its shorter north stand and curvilinear shaped stands. The whole design is purpose done to ensure natural light reaches the local houses close by on O'Connell Gardens. Right alongside the stadium is a 3G rugby pitch with a clubhouse to the south that is in use still by Lansdowne Football Club. Whilst the stadium's north stand is single-tiered, there are 4 tiers to its eastern, southern and western sides, combining to form a lower-tier ring with a north stand and 3 horseshoes across the premium second tier, corporate third tier and standard top tier. The interior collectively has a capacity of 51,711 for rugby union and association football matches, with a reduced operating capacity of 49,000 for the occasional American football matches that the stadium holds. Concert capacity, meanwhile, can be anywhere up to 65,000. The Aviva Stadium would host its first football game on the 31st of July 2010, a special friendly match between Manchester United and the League of Ireland XI, won 7-1 by the English visitors. Just 11 days later, the Republic of Ireland national team played their first game here, a 1-0 friendly loss to Argentina in front of over 45,000. The stadium has become the home venue of the FIA Cup final since its first in 2010. Special tournaments here include the 2011 Nations Cup, a Dublin Super Cup in 2011, and numerous special pre-season fixtures with a focus on an Irish audience. The stadium is set to be the Republic of Ireland's sole venue to the scheduled UEFA Euro 2028, sharing hosting rights with England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. For now, the focus is on May 2024, and it's not the first time the National Stadium has hosted the final of UEFA's secondary club competition. Just over a year after first opening, the Aviva Stadium held the 2011 final, an all-Portuguese clash between SC Porto and SC Braga. 45,391 as the official attendance on the 18th of May 2011. The game won 1-0 by Porto, with Colombian striker Radamel Falcao scoring the only goal in the 44th minute. In 2024, it will be Italian side Atalanta and German club Bayern 04 Leverkusen that meet in the UEFA Europa League final. The Bergamo outfit are competing in a first ever European final, whilst Leverkusen won this competition during its UEFA Cup days in 1988. Victory for Bayer this year could well form part of a historic treble of the Bundesliga, DFB Pokal and UEFA Europa League. Have you had the chance to experience the Aviva Stadium before? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to the Matchday Man for more stadium profiles like this one. I'll see you then.